will not be issued to the media. We'll simply have to wait and see.
Justin Leto also joins us. He's an attorney down in Miami, practices in Florida. Justin, how practical will it be, this turning herself in? It seems to me if she calls probation, or attorneys call probation and say, listen, she's going to come in on so-and-so day, they say, okay, come on in. There's no reason for the public to ever find out what that time or date is there?
Well, I would hope that they don't tell the public, to be honest with you, Vinny. Listen, this has been going on for a very, very long time. This woman has been sentenced to the probation, and I think it's wrong for people to look for reasons to violate her probation. I don't think there's any reason why anybody should know when she turns herself in, and I was surprised and shocked if suddenly we were told in advance that she was coming in. I don't think she's ever going to be coming in on the day that she's due. It's going to be before that, and all of a sudden, she's going to be in the system, and I don't think we're going to have any advance notice. And I don't think we should. This lady needs to have an opportunity to serve her probation. She needs to have a chance to try and do it correctly. If she violates it, then okay, she'll be back in a courtroom. But I don't think anybody should be searching for reasons to violate her. She should have an opportunity to do it the proper way, and I don't think that we should be creating a circus around what ultimately is a check fraud probation violation, potentially.
Michael Christian, there's a lot of conditions here of this probation, a lot of terms, things that she has to do and things that she can't do. The most significant one, and this was one when I was a prosecutor that was very important to most of the judges I appeared in front of, you know, because probation is an opportunity to be part of society again. And to be a productive member of society, generally, you gotta work. Now, this is a woman who didn't work when she wasn't on probation, and that's the reason she's on probation, is because she was stealing money from people. That's how she supported herself. So where do we see her, if at all, attempting or getting gainfully employed?
Yeah, that is a problem, Vinny. You know, to integrate yourself back into society assumes that society is willing to accept you. Well, I have to say society here in Orlando may not be willing to accept Casey Anthony, so that's going to be tough. But I've said it before and I'll say it again, she has a strong support group in her attorneys, in the legal team that defended her. Many of those people have bonded with her, and I think through their assistance, perhaps working in one of their offices, perhaps working for one of their friends or their colleagues or their acquaintances, I think through that support team, she will indeed be able to find some kind of employment.
Justin, how about this? Is it possible to fulfill the employment? Like, let's say that she doesn't need the money, that she's able to sell her story, sell her pictures, and maybe she's done it already. I don't know. Is it possible to fulfill that obligation by volunteering? By saying, listen, I'll volunteer to do this, that, or the other thing. Do you think a probation office and the court will look at that as fulfilling the obligation of being a productive member of society?
You know, it says that she has to be gainfully employed, which, you know, makes you think that she's got to earn some sort of money. But if she said that she had some charitable organization that she wanted to work for, or she was going to do something from 9 to 5 every day, but she was going to forgo her pay, I can't see why anybody would have any problem with that. I also think the point just made about her potentially working for Mr. Baez's office or one of his friends is an excellent point. It's absolutely correct that she does have a very strong relationship, you can tell, with her lawyers, her entire team. And if it comes down to it and she can't find a job and it's going to be a potential violation of her parole, I could certainly see those gentlemen helping her find a job just to make sure she doesn't violate.
And they can't fake it. They can't fudge it. You know, the lawyers can't say, oh, yeah, she's working here and she doesn't really work. You know, like one of those mob jobs where you don't show up.
I can't see any lawyer doing that. You know, then they would have their own potential problems with the court. If they're going to vouch for her actually working, she better be in that office working on a regular basis. But I think it's an excellent point.
All right, we got a lot more to cover. Breaking news today. Casey Anthony ordered by Judge Belvin Perry back to Orange County.